Yo, 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 what's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning in to Fun Speculation. Mav here, as always, and gonna be watching the ID at Xbox show that happened today. I didn't have a chance to watch it earlier. I wanted to actually stream it live earlier and co-stream it, but I didn't have a chance to. I don't really honestly think anything big happened from this today because otherwise I would have seen something about it. But you know what? Maybe there's a little some gems in here. You know what I mean? So let's go and we'll watch this thing, kind of hang out and see what's gonna happen. Maybe there's some good shit here, maybe there's not, but who knows? I think that overall, like these smaller shows are good for these indie devs and to get their games kind of spotlighted. So, but we'll see what they got going on, and I'm looking forward to checking that out. But I want to thank everybody here watching live or later. You all rock. Appreciate all the support on the channel. And yeah, I see. I know some of you probably already seen it. Don Sicario says there's a couple good games there. Right on. Shout out to Bob. How's it going, Bob? What's up? Oscar Emilio Gonzalez. How's it going? MLW Fishing Man. What's up? How are you doing? Yeah. So, like I said, I haven't had a chance to see it yet. But whenever I have a chance to do these things, I like to kind of react to them or watch them live with you guys. So this is going to be it's not live because this happened way earlier today, but it is what it is. So I haven't really even seen Twitter or Twitter's reactions today from this thing. I know from our DM group that there wasn't a lot of conversation about it, right? So I'm not expecting fireworks at all. But from these kind of shows, do we ever really? You know what I mean? I think if anybody looks at these things and expecting, oh my God, huge news, it's always going to be disappointed. But I save that kind of hype for the big showcase there in summertime. So let's get into this thing. Bob says this is a good show. Okay, right on. So let's get into it. And I did have one issue that I would like to bring up. The um YouTube channel for Xbox, the main channel for Xbox. I didn't see a full recap of this whole stream on their YouTube channel. You have to go to the ID at Xbox YouTube channel, which is like I didn't even know existed, right? But also then it's on Twitch and on their Twitch channel. So I'm actually got the Twitch feed here, but like Xbox, hey, put this whole shebang in one big thing there on your actual YouTube channel. Like that just seemed like common sense. But besides that, it is what it is. J Gaming says, well, after we watch this, I'm going to talk a little bit about PlayStation's rumored handheld device or the leaked handheld device, but I'm not going to dive too much into it because tomorrow night, obviously we have a podcast, PM in the PM, Thursday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern. My buddy Pong Soul and and we'll be talking a lot about that. I bet you can guarantee that. But let's get into this thing. Let me bring up the live reaction shot. Here we go. All right, so we got Twitch stream up. I got ID at Xbox. Let's go. Check this thing out. ID at Xbox. Why is there a P there? ID at XP? Why is there a P there? It seems out of place because up top it says ID at Xbox Showcase. Is that P there for a reason? I don't know. Sub Talos, how's it going? Sub Louis, how's it going? I guess ID at X Play. Anybody know what that P stands for? I wonder how much of the starting soon shit there is. How long was this? I'm guessing it was an hour. We'll go with guessing it was an hour. Oh, here we go. All right. Oh, I jumped the gun. Oh, this is one of these things. Okay. It's about an hour. Got it, guys. All right, here we go. Oh, starting off with the game.
Hi everyone.
Not starting off with the game.
Welcome to
Sorry.
ID and Xbox
I saw that.
stream. I'm very
I
excited.
I saw that thing.
Such a stream. We have a very busy.
Yeah, it says ID at Xbox Plays. Okay.
You are in.
P stands for plays.
Hi, Glenn.
Hi. This is so much fun. I'm so glad we're doing this. This is our new.
Don't sound too enthusiastic,
we,
Glenn.
Used to do kind of a weekly showcase where we'd play some games, and that was great. We thought we'd mix it up a little and show some new trailers and do some interviews and stuff. And thank you so much for joining us. It's,
oh my gosh.
We've streamed before, but never in person before. So this is
the
awesome.
First. Everyone gets to witness us in person together, which is still happening.
So who is the other person?
Going on in the world.
Yeah. And thanks so much. Like I should mention, this was kind of a last minute thing for you because Timber got sick. Hi to Timber. Hopefully she's watching home. Hopefully she's feeling better. But jumping at the last minute, really appreciate it. So thank you so much.
I love ID at Xbox so much. It's one of the.
Is that? It's me.
One of the programs that I really.
I'm confused. What do you mean? Her name is Mav? Oh, okay.
And I am obsessed with indie.
Right on. That's the other Mav.
Some new ones, some great ones, and we have some fun ones.
We have some good ones today. Yeah, I mean.
What's up, RSJ? How's it going? What's up, Luis?
I don't know if you knew that this ID was announced in August 10 years ago. So 9.5 years.
Yeah, Krillin. I guess they're doing that handheld thing on PlayStation. It's the other Mav. Right on.
It's grown from. Originally we were doing one game a month.
I've had my gamer tag Mav since like forever. So I'll stake the claim there.
Talk a little bit about that, maybe for some devs who are in the chat watching, hoping to get their game supported or what they need to do.
Yeah, so ID is basically a way
I'll jack it up.
For independent developers to publish on Xbox. It's our kind of independent developer publishing program, and we, the program itself, we have everything from very small games made by person teams up to huge games made by big teams. But typically when we talk about ID with showcases like this, we tend to be focused on the indie games, which is pretty cool because there's tons of just great creativity. Everybody knows this. There's so many great games.
The remote play sucks on PC.
And we have a bunch that we're showing.
Still pretty quiet, really.
Kind of fun.
I have it like here.
Mix of trailers. We're gonna do some trailer blocks up front. They're all new trailers.
Is that too loud?
And, some first gameplay, and then we're going to be doing kind of a more in-depth look at the last case of Benedict Fox.
Thanks, Jay.
Super creepy looking, and I'm really excited. That was one of the ones that I saw last year that I put on my list. Like, okay, I can't wait to see this one.
Yeah. Let's see if I can do this.
Yeah, I have it jacked up on both my mixer and also on the browsers.
We're gonna hear that again. Glenn.
It's really loud in my ears. But
and then after that, we're gonna be joined by Geo Morgan from Poncle.
Poncle.
Not Poncle, not Ponsel.
No.
Poncle.
It's confirmed Poncle. So if you're not, it's not Ponsley, it's not Poncle, it's Poncle. So if you're curious of how their studio is called, winners of this year's
BAFTA.
Yeah,
for their game. If you don't know what studio that studio is, they made Vampire Survivors.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
And they beat out some huge
massive games
in the BAFTA awards last week. So that's going to be fantastic. And we're going to be talking about their DLC, which is called
Tides of the Fiscari.
Did any of y'all ever watch their Twitch channel?
Throughout the whole throughout the whole stream, we're going to be keeping an eye on chat and talking to you.
We see chat. Metroidvania. Yes.
Yeah, we see the chat going crazy here.
I see ID at Xbox in chat. I think I saw Teo in there.
Yeah, I saw Teo. I think I saw Timber in there.
Oh, Timber!
Yeah.
Can we get some Xbox emote hype in chat?
Looks like a slightly older console.
Awesome games today. Oh, I see Bearded. Lots of friends. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We've got our mods in chat. So make sure you guys are being respectful today. This is a day of celebration and a day to just enjoy indie games.
Right. So should we jump in the first block?
Is everyone ready? Is everyone ready to jump in? Okay, we got some hypes in the chat.
Yeah,
everyone's ready. They want to see some. Oh, I see Kelly. Everyone's ready for some games. Gone.
Yeah, awesome.
I literally never watched their Twitch channel
3 trailers,
at all.
And these are kind of real simple, fun games anyone can.
Unless there's like an event.
Enjoy. The first one we're starting with is a pixel art turn-based RPG with an 80s vibe where you'll explore, adventure, and collect awesome monster forms that you can battle, transform, and fuse together. Here we go.
Let's see a game.
To Cassette Beasts. Let's
Cassette Beasts. Okay.
Basics. Always bring your cassette player when adventuring. If you get into any trouble, pop in a monster tape. And listen to it to take monster form. You can record and capture new monster forms onto blank tapes with your cassette player. And lastly,
kind of reminds me of Costume Quest.
Combine your hearts and fight as one. This island has its secrets, and it's yours to explore as you please. Just don't get in over your head, okay?
Cassette Beast.
Hey, you.
Easy breezy. Yeah.
Best of luck.
That one seems pretty cool. It's on Game Pass late spring. Right on. What's up, Antonio? Oh, I've played this. They had it at they had a demo of this, I think, before. At like an event, like where you could download it, I think. This is the same game I'm thinking of. Maybe it's not the same game. It looks familiar though.
Get out of my way or I'll crush you.
I don't think it's the same game I'm thinking of. Very similar style though. Omega Strikers coming to Xbox April 27th. That looks pretty fun. Kart Racer. Online crossplay, ranked matchmaking. Is this one of those free-to-play kart racers? The tracks look pretty fun on this. Kind of reminds me of Crash Team Racing a little bit.
That was fun.
The Carters 2 Turbocharged. All right, coming this year.
Any game where you can play as a cat is a winner as far as I'm
you
concerned.
could be a cat. I'm in. I'm in.
Mario Kart meets Crash Tag Team Racing there with the Carters, definitely.
I love kart racing
Oh, yeah.
and any sort of like fun racing game. So the Carters 2 coming very soon, 2023.
Yeah, and they so they had another game, the Carters, obviously the first one, and they've been apparently working.
Never
on this
heard
one
of
for, I think 4 years.
Have y'all played the
Completely
Carters, the first game?
It looks really fun. It's really kind of got a you know online play and real jump in kind of vibe to it.
Really excited to see how that works because I love doing things with my community, and it's a great like finding games to play with your friends to just like hop in and just go for an evening.
It's funny though,
really
like
awesome. So
these
I'm
hosts
excited to
like
see about that
reaching
one.
for stuff to
But
say
Cassette
about these
Beast.
games, right?
Oh my
that looks so great. From Raw Fury, it's
Cassette Beast, honestly,
Game
is
Pass
my
on
highlight
April
so far out of those first three.
26th, and then later the spring on console, also on Xbox Game Pass. And God, that looks fun.
So
looks
PC
so
first
there's
and
something about
cassette
a
PC
sprite game
first and then
mixed with the 2D,
console.
just in this like little monster battling adventure land.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that. The music was awesome.
Yeah, and the little the mechanic where you can combine the characters together to evolve them.
Yes.
I think that's just going to be.
We're all looking forward to the sequel to the game that we've never heard of, Carter's.
Yeah.
That did look kind of fun, though.
Mega Strikers, which is a 3v3 game where you can play online or local. It's a free-to-play game, and it's coming April 27th, and you can sling slime and toss tofu.
I would never be able to do their job, I don't think, because I would have a hard time
see if I can get some muscles
leaning back in the chair like they are, all relaxed,
Chad is
not
having
just
fun
yawning
there.
constantly.
Speaking of indie devs, I saw Matthew White from Whitethorn Digital in there.
Yeah, these hosts are way better than that Twitch
really
host.
Interesting publisher.
Sure.
They do so many great games. You know, a lot of different kind of interesting voices, new voices, a lot of really interesting stories and that kind of thing. So if you're into indie games, definitely go check out what they're publishing. Hi, Matt.
I probably have to drink like 3 cups of coffee before doing something like that.
Today, I'm so glad you're here to join us live. We are actually in the studio together. And so if you're just tuning in, this is the ID at Xbox Showcase stream. So we've got lots of games and we've got a lot of cozier vibes going on here in just a few. A lot of games that are up my alley. Listen, I love a good party game, but I'm also very into cozy vibes lately. And so we've got a lot of really beautiful games that are coming out. A lot of extended footage here that we're about to show you of a new Coffee Talk episode.
Yeah. So the first one we're going to show you is Coffee Talk episode 2, which is thoughtful narrative game. It takes place here in Seattle, which is pretty cool.
It's so vibey and
I
beautiful.
I would probably cause Microsoft to get sued if I hosted an event.
The reviews are extremely positive. They are doing like this episodic release, which is also really fun to kind of.
Everybody check out this hot shit. We got this hot badass game coming up next. It's called Coffee Talk.
All right, well, let's take.
Y'all ready for Coffee Talk? Check this shit out. Coffee Talk episode 2, way better than fucking episode 1. I'd want some of that. What's in it? Characters? Wait a minute. Are you talking about Coffee Talk episode 2? And it's now available pre-order on your favorite console. That's not a drink, though, is it? No, but I sure want it now. Do they take pre-orders? I just gotta be Man, they're going too fast for me. At first I thought this was gonna be real dialogue, but it was just fucking. It's gonna be coming on. What? Coming to Game Pass on launch day, day 1? Hey. Coffee Talk, episode 2. Hibiscus and Butterfly, April 20th, 2023. Game Pass, day 1. Homestead Arcana walkthrough. Let's go.
Hey, you're here. I'm so glad you finally made it. You got a lot of work to do. Look at all this miasma. Last I was here with your
miasma
wasn't nearly this bad. But maybe there's something we can do about it.
What's up, Razor?
Okay, let's get started.
We're gonna do about all this miasma.
Let's start planting some
I know, let's go plant some fucking corn. That'll take care of all the miasma.
Use your magic to instantly grow yields.
Huckleberry. Oh, looks like a straight up some Nintendo shit right there.
Take those yields and turn them into food or potions.
Like it looks like a Wii game.
You've been working hard. Make a cot and put your feet up for a bit. It's just a humble tent right now, but you'll build it up to a proper house in no time. You're pretty brave coming into the miasma all by yourself.
Oh.
Be careful where you step. The warped creatures living here can be dangerous. Look at you. Your first magic spell in the wild.
Wow. He's all grown up now.
I hardly recognize this place anymore. But don't worry, you're gonna make it.
So you're hoping there wasn't gonna be any miasma there?
Sure upgrade your gear and ready your spells before going into the miasma again.
Yeah. Gotta be aware of the miasma. It's alright, we got our doctor's mask.
Push it back and restore more land.
From the plague era.
The miasma came. It made the land uninhabitable. Now you're finding scraps of history, new plants, and long forgotten recipes and spells there.
Oh.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
We should bring it all back to the homestead.
Bring it to the homestead so we can help get rid of all this miasma.
It is so relaxing.
Gonna make a ripple spell potion.
You're not a master chef quite yet, but I believe in you.
Yeah.
We just gotta be ready. Of course, doesn't mean we.
Maybe this hat will help me traverse the miasma.
Nature is the best weapon against the miasma we have.
Apply fertilizer. And just like that,
wait, what's this?
You apply some fertilizer and the miasma goes away. What is that?
Alive. Thanks, son. And after a hard day, just relax in your homestead with a cup of lavender tea.
Oh, yeah. Homestead Arcana. Available April 21st. Miasma Edition. From the developers of the Orwell series, let's see, and the publishers of Before Your Eyes.
I know things have been hard since I've been gone. I didn't plan to go so soon and leave all of you behind. One day,
This is one of those games where nobody can open their eyes.
Everyone you've touched is left to pick up the pieces. Everyone in Yesterby is having trouble finding those pieces right now. I need you to be there for them, as I always was for you.
Connie's sad. River okay. This is Des. Zek desolate. They got their moods, or I guess, is that part of this? Someone needs to make an Asses of Fire game, you say, Def Leppard? This is like The Sims, but spiritual. Thread by thread. Closer the distance. Okay. Still, Cassette Beast is my number one.
And we're back. I'm kind of sad after that last one.
I know.
Yeah, some depressing shit here.
So
that was
sad.
dark. Yeah. Closer the Distance is the name of that game, and it's from the studio. The developer made a game called Orwell, which was a pretty interesting game that came out, I don't know, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's, I guess, as I understand it, a character dies in some kind of accident, and then it's a kind of a visual novel, you know, that explores the rest of people who knew that person, I believe.
I really like that art style. I really like the sort of.
I gotta be honest. I hate that art style.
It's not quite pixely. It's like
me and the other
3D,
Mav strongly distree on this stuff. I hate that art style. The like
the distance.
They got this chiseled look and like
Arcana, and that comes out April 21st.
Their faces are always missing features, you know, like no eyes and stuff like that.
A lot of corn.
We don't know if he can pet the cat. I don't know if Teo's in the chat can confirm whether you can actually pet the cat or not. I imagine you probably can, but
let's see. Teo in chat. But yeah, that game looks really cool if you're looking for.
Yeah, you're a witch farmer.
Yes.
And Pioneer. I mean, who doesn't want to be a witch farmer?
Def Lover said Pony's got something to hate, and Wise Serious says Pony's going to use this show against us.
And there's an adventure, and looks like there's combat. So
this is like
I'm interested.
The thing about Xbox is I'm going to turn this down for a second. The thing about Xbox is they separate these shows into their own little ID at Xboxes. Sometimes PlayStation has a whole state of play like this, which is like the equivalent to a Dev Direct. I've seen some really bad state of plays that are like have the same kind of shit in it, and it's like all it is, you know. So, I'm glad that Xbox separates these for what they are and makes it very clear that they're separate from the main showcases. Sub Jahid. And these are just little indie things, you know.
These games have really complicated.
I just want to say, in that scene with the pouring rain, it's based out of Seattle. It's accurate, okay. I'm currently getting my roof fixed from all the rain. Okay. But yeah, that game looks really awesome. So if you are anticipating and excited for a new Coffee Talk episode, well, you've got some stuff for you.
And that is like the coziest game of all games. Like it's so you can just, I mean, I really just
even the text cues with the little bleep bleep bleep.
Yeah,
bleep 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 bleep.
Things come into this coffee shop after midnight, and you're just chatting with them and making them coffee. And
this is the kind of stuff that drags on this kind of things because like we get it, you know what I mean. I appreciate you trying to explain about this stuff, but we understand what the game is. You know,
lots of games. Speaking of lots of games, we have a few more coming up. So
this is like the filler they're having to fish for things to say.
Is a bit different. We've got some surprises, I'd say, in this one compared to the last couple that we've seen. So we're going to start with a trailer for a gorgeous game in a stunning fantasy setting. And I'm not sure how we're pronouncing this. Are we going with Explorator?
Explorator.
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 Yeah, so it's one of those kind of things. So I guarantee that this trailer is not what you're expecting.
No, you're gonna think you know what you're watching. You're gonna have no idea what you're watching, and then you're gonna have a little bit.
Check
of
this game out. This is like a surprise, crazy game.
So,
okay,
I'm excited to have you guys see.
But y'all are setting up some expectations here, chat. Sick. The 2D animation coming 3D, man, that gives a crazy effect, dude. I'm liking that. Hey, that's on the radar.
Lil, wake up.
Huh?
I think it's time we had the talk.
What? What time is it?
There comes a time in every young person's life when they have to work their dad's shift at the guard shed while he goes and bets on the Goblin Ball game.
Yep, it's happening.
You bet it is. You'll meet exciting people.
I'm bringing a basket of baked goods to my family.
You'll get to use the tools of the trade.
Oh, point and click adventure style game.
And if you get in trouble, just pick up the phone and call one of the official advisors. They're always happy to help.
Wait, you're gonna have everyone I know thrown in jail?
Well, I wasn't going to, but that's a much better idea.
So, think you'll be okay?
Of course, Dad.
Thanks for the talk, Dad.
I'm gonna do things my way.
Use your powers of deduction.
Before I go and face my destiny, can you spot me a fiver?
Admit, deny, or jail your way to
speak for us. Mind if we just leave?
So the premise of this game is you're filling in for your dad's job for a day, and you got to make all these tough decisions.
Is it that you don't have it, or that you don't want to give it to me?
Orlando was a real pardon my God.
Wait a minute.
Interesting concept.
You're gonna give me, a 12-year-old, the power to rewind time?
Well, I wasn't going to, but that's a much better idea. Try not to do any irreversible damage.
Lil, wake up.
Lil Guardsman. It's time we had the talk. Of Cabaret. What kind of game is it?
And we're back. And
Cabaret.
Cabaret, yeah.
I love the music.
Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, that's a game that's from a team in Malaysia.
Malaysia.
It's sort of a visual novel that explores myths
and
culture of Southeast Asia, and it's apparently kind of dark, so there are content warnings. Read those before you jump in. But and it's available now. It launched yesterday.
Oh, that's
cool.
now.
Yeah.
Why don't we see any gameplay
I like the
from
art style, and the music was really great.
Oh, trailer if it's available
It's
now.
kinda cool, and it's great to see games come from different parts of
Cabaret.
the world, from their perspective and their different types of cultures and the way that they take entertainment in. So that'd be a journey for sure.
Yeah, and that one came through. We have this program that we announced at GDC called our Developer Accelerator Program. We call it internally DAP, which has actually been running for a while, but we just officially announced it at GDC last 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever that was.
Yeah.
And it's super interesting program. It's designed to help from people from
It
around
said
the world.
it had come out a couple days ago, so I don't think it was a shadow drop. I think it's just something that they decided to show at this showcase that already released.
The guy who runs that for us, his name is James Lewis, who is technically the nicest guy in the video game industry. But if you get a chance to check out the video from him announcing it at the IGF Awards, it's really cool. He goes through this kind of poetry thing where he talks about what the program is about while announcing all the games that have launched through the program. And it's really cool.
I really love when they do that. I love when they talk about the art of gaming, because gaming, you know, it's a business.
Explorator still
also at the end of the day,
on my brain right now.
Art, and so it can be interpreted in a bunch of different ways. And when you have
and
a small
cassette
team
beast
like that, you get to do so much with it, which is why I love indie games so much.
Yeah,
they kind of get the freedom to do whatever they want, however they want, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So speaking of beautiful, the Explorator.
Oh yeah.
Just blood everywhere.
Yeah, man, I love that trailer because it is not. Like when we first saw that trailer, I was thinking, oh, okay, this is gonna be like a little, RPG sort of adventure thing.
When we were watching it yesterday, you were like, you didn't expect that, did you? And then we were watching it, and sure enough, chat was like,
yeah.
What?
And it's from, I think the dev is named Remnant Games, and I was reading a little bit about them this morning. They're from a little, small, beautiful town on the Mediterranean coast in the southeast part of France.
Oh my gosh, actual gorgeous.
Yeah, exactly.
South of France.
Yeah, I wonder if that actually inspires the art in the game, but yeah, that
game is pretty cool.
But that one looks super. Like I'm gonna be all over that one when that one comes out.
I love the art style. It's a shooter, action.
Yeah, this is all indie games. Understanding.
Yeah.
Just for the trailer, how I react to the
ID at Xbox. Their indie development program.
I saw it in the chat and I forgot the name of the person who put it, but they described it as Papers, Please, Steven Universe, which is kind of the impression that I got from it too. It's definitely got that sort of art style.
It's cool to see what people think of different types of art because there's a lot of inspiration all the time everywhere.
Yeah.
And so seeing chat kind of try to guess like, oh, who made the art for this and like what?
Yeah.
What's it like? Because everyone's not sure yet because no one's played it. And so that one was really, really cool.
And I loved Papers, Please, and I think that's the inspiration for that.
I never played Papers, Please.
To go into the kingdom, and then what happens in the kingdom is inspired by or is influenced by who you let in and who you don't let in and that kind of thing. And I'm not sure what the rewind time mechanic is, but it looked like that would be pretty cool too. And that's from I think the developer's called Hilltop Studios, a new developer, and Skybound is publishing it again.
And just
cool
for everyone
stuff.
at home, thank you all so much for watching. We are currently hosting and showing off lots of games over here on the at Xbox.
Those 4
Ready
games that
Xbox
caught your eye,
Showcase.
Cheo?
And we're in the studio with you all today. We just showed lots of different trailers. And we also have our Xbox ASL channel. So we actually have live interpreters for all of our streams here on the Xbox channel. We stream regularly here. So if you're looking for an awesome place to hang out, and if you're looking for more
When they say ASL, for me,
stay tuned.
Like
we actually have a very special guest here.
It just brings me back to like AOL days.
With us.
Yeah,
like
so
from a small studio.
Small studio.
And just as a small game. You might have heard of it.
Yeah, and it's Vampire Survivors, just to set the expectations there. So we are
very high.
Yeah.
BAFTA winning Vampire Survivors. We're going to be chatting with Dio and about the Tides of the Foscari.
Yeah, but before that, we have something really cool. So there's a new company out of Poland. They're called Plot Twist Games, and they're making a game called The Last Case of Benedict Fox. And so the description of that is you enter a world of secret organizations, forbidden rituals, demons, and murder. And then you take the role of Benedict Fox, a self-proclaimed detective.
So this is one that a lot of people are hyped for.
As, see if I can do this again. A fantastical Lovecraftian Metroidvania.
I'm really glad they zoomed in on you.
I like Metroidvania style games.
They're like, okay, we're gonna.
Benedict Fox is hard enough to say. Benedict Fox, and then
fantastical. Lovecraftian. Okay, chat, say that 10 times fast.
Yeah.
Fantastical Lovecraftian Metroidvania.
And the awesome thing is the team at Plot Twist has created this video. They made it specifically for the show for us, which is really awesome. Michael Naporis from Plot Twist is going to walk us through the combat in the game. And so this is a premiere of sorts of the in-depth look at the combat in Benedict Fox, a game that we announced at our summer showcase last year. Yep. One of my most anticipated games of the year.
Put on my list, and I'm ready. I'm ready to see this.
So here we go.
I remember that a lot of people were hyped about this one. I do like Metroid style games.
Hello, and welcome to our
We'll see if this is going to be something I like when I play it. It's coming to Game Pass Day 1.
Let's choose Stone Skill ability. Nothing can touch you now, and you have time to plan. And slide. A well-timed block can deal damage. And a heavy attack to finish him off.
I like the sound.
Kogai Pin are used not only to stun enemies, but also to open doors.
That was gnarly.
My grandmother?
Resentment and fear. He survived her abuse and wears it like a badge of honor. There is true strength in that.
Cleansed by suffering.
Let's use Kogai Pin to stun and then shoot the flying distant.
Okay. Interesting combat mechanics.
Combat in Benedict is precise and tactical. You need to plan your moves ahead and always be on your toes.
One of my favorite Metroidvania games was Shadow Complex. Y'all remember Shadow Complex?
Rule number 1 when fighting many demons at once: don't let yourself be cornered. Let's jump into the Twilight Zone.
Beware. Twilight Zone is the place of greatest secrets. Secrets one hides before himself. Too hurtful.
What happened to him? He just like ran forward and died. Okay.
To see the light of day.
Without a flashlight, exploring Limbo is not the greatest of ideas. So let's suit up.
Feel free to browse my wares.
Yeah, it was the Summer of Arcade game.
I've got what I needed. Till next time.
You don't always need to attack your opponents. Sometimes it's just easier to use a smoke bomb and evade them.
Okay.
And back to Twilight Zone.
What's up, OCD?
The Last Case of Benedict Fox is a Metroidvania game, so you will need to explore different zones as you progress and learn new skills.
This section would give me the willies when I was walking through it. Like I don't know,
They're not the only
I get
faction you'll
claustrophobic.
encounter in Limbo. You will need to engage different factions in different ways. Benedict, well, he'll engage in combat many times. But
What was
your
that
wit
scream?
and your planning that will decide if he will survive.
It looks like there's a lot to the combat.
Let's meet in Limbo from the 27th of April, which is coming out very, very soon.
It's also, this game looks like it's going to be pretty fucking hard. I'm not going to lie. 27th of April, Game Pass. Day 1.
April 27th.
I can't believe there's so many games here today that are coming out very soon.
Yeah.
That game, the art is so beautiful.
Oh, it's great. That is Lovecraftian Metroidvania, The Last Case of Benedict Fox. Coming from Plot Twist is the developer and Rogue is the publisher. Rogue is, they've got most of their teams local here, so nice people. And we are going to go into our interview. We are going to be talking with Geo Morgan about a little game called Vampire Survivors.
Just a little game.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about this before, but like, I have probably 60, 70 hours.
I love Vampire Survivors. I haven't played it in a while, but I got sucked into it.
Low end.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm a beginner, you know.
Are you go from like entry to like Phil Spencer?
Yeah,
You don't. You have to kind of decide where do you lay. I'm probably in the middle, towards the up a little, but not quite Phil Spencer levels of completion.
yeah, exactly. I think he posted that he 100% of that game, and like even after 60 or 70 hours, I'm at probably 40, 50% or something like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And it's really cool because he is always on the game. If you follow him or play games with him, he plays games with everybody. If you can catch him, it is cool to see. And with further ado, Geo Morgan, thank you so much for joining us today here at the ID at Xbox Showcase.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you guys, congratulations. You guys won a BAFTA last week for best game, beating some just monsters.
Senior marketing manager for
So
Punkle.
that was amazing. I mean, that must have been so thrilling for you.
Yeah, it was quite a surprise to the whole team. There was a lot of laughter that night after getting, I think we picked up best game design, and best game. It hasn't really set in. It's all quite strange. So.
Yeah, that's amazing. So for the approximate 2 people in the world who don't know what Vampire Survivors is, can you just give us like a 30-second overview of what the game actually is? Like, how do you play it and what's it all about?
Yeah, sure thing. So you become the bullet hell. So instead of the bullets coming at you, the bullets become enemies, and you spit bullets or many different things back at them. Yeah, just to try and survive.
Yeah.
You get up to 30 minutes, and then eventually the Reaper will come. Sometimes they can be killed, sometimes they can't be killed. But yeah, it's survival. Of
Good
the
basic
fittest.
description.
Sometimes the wildest.
Vampire Survivors equals Roman Reigns.
Yeah. That's awesome. So we have some footage from the upcoming DLC.
You like hearing Mav using a British accent? Which Mav?
Tides of the Fuscari.
Tides of the Fuscari. So it's awesome. That's a new upcoming DLC that's coming out relatively soon, right?
Yeah, so Tides of the Fuscari is our second expansion.
So you say, what do I think of a new Pitfall? New Pitfall would be pretty sick.
On April 13th on Xbox and.
Oh, this looks like a class I would like.
Windows, wherever you decide to play.
I need to get back into it. I haven't played in a while.
From the new DLC here, so for those of us who've played the game for a while, it's really interesting watching this and just seeing the little things that are different, the different weapons, the different characters.
Yeah, new
skills. You're
skills.
playing as here.
So this is Keitha. She is our thief. We keep getting confused internally between thief and rogue. So if I
This game's on mobile. It's on everything.
she starts with
Well, it's not on Is it on PlayStation? Did Vampire Survivors ever hit PlayStation?
And
I don't even know.
she's a lot of fun. She moves a little bit quicker than.
I'm curious. Is it on Switch?
She's also one of our.
It's on PC. It's on Xbox. It's on mobile.
As you might be able to see on the screen, so you can see she kind of pulls her bow and arrow.
No PlayStation? Is it on Nintendo?
Yeah, quite excited.
That is so super cool. You have 8 new characters coming.
No and no.
Tell us anything about maybe.
Wow,
something
that's a good get for Xbox. They need to. Xbox needs to buy Punkle, huh? Yeah.
Chai is excited.
They can make Vampire Survivors, and they can turn into the next big thing, right? Just keep adding content to it over a decade. PS5 can't run it.
Comes equipped with a.
I will tell you this. Surprisingly, I was playing. I don't know if my game was like what was going on, but I was playing a run of Vampire Survivors, and I had so much crazy shit happening. I mean, it was insane. It brought my Series X to its fucking knees. And I was streaming, so you can actually find the stream of this, but it was literally starting to hit like 3 frames a second. I'm not kidding. It was fucking crazy. It was just like, I don't even know how to explain what the screen was looking like. It was just flash after flash after flash. That was the only time they ever did that, though. It was fucking. It brought it to its knees, dude. There was so much going on.
And we got a prismatic missile with Luminaire.
Which sounds intense. I'm excited to try that one.
I think maybe it was like some kind of glitch with the combination of all the abilities that I had, but I had everything like maxed out to like the highest level. I was like 45 minutes into the match because I was like beyond. I already killed the Reapers and stuff, and it was just it was crazy.
A feature that your community would understand.
Yeah, I was way past 30.
Sort of touch a little bit about how important the community has been for you and your studio. And
I think my longest run is like an hour or something like that, or over an hour. I don't know.
So yeah, to us, community is a huge part of what we do as a company. It's a huge part of all of us. So this, for people that don't know, there's 15 of us in the studio. We're all remote. We all work in England. We've got some external people like our soundtrack composers and some artists and business people and stuff like that.
Is there a way to look up your stats?
Yeah, everything we do is
for like longest run. I think there is, isn't there?
Sometimes
I need to boot it up and check that out. I haven't played it in a while though.
Community, so we saw something on.
You made a potato gun as a kid.
And we decided to put that in because it just seemed fun at the time. Yeah, very recently we did a TikTok and he replied.
Is this the whole rest of the show? Is 20 minutes of this? Or 10 more minutes of this?
Yeah,
I mean, no disrespect to Vampire Survivors, but I think we already all know what it is. And
in Vampire Survivors, that was from one of their favorite series. And it just so happened to be that someone we work with is a big fan of the series, and it got.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll put a poll, or let's vote in the chat. Do we go ahead and kind of recap what we saw and just kind of let this play? I'm gonna turn the audio down, and I mean, I don't want to even out here. I'm just gonna do this. We can do this. Oh shit! No, not that. Not that. There you go. We'll just let this play, and I'll turn the audio down, and we'll just like kind of chit chat, right? Because that shit's. I don't want to watch 10 more minutes of Vampire Survivors, but it's a fucking amazing game. I love it, But yeah, I think overall highlights: Cassette Beast looked pretty cool. That started off the show, I think, right? Explorator, whatever. That was crazy. Benedict Fox looked really good. Again, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know if it's the style of that game is like for me. I do like Metroidvania games, but like sometimes these darker games, I just don't like go back to. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying Benedict Fox, but I'm not as hyped as a lot of people are, but I completely understand the hype behind it. The miasma was your highlight. Yeah, this whole Vampire Survivors thing, I think they're just showing it off and relishing on the fact that it's their, kind of like an Xbox exclusive in a way. I wonder if it's coming out to PlayStation and Switch. If I was Xbox, I would seriously look at trying to either acquire the studio or get the buy this game, buy the studio, everything, because they've shown an ability to create something really addicting and unique, and it's good with mobile as well, which they want to get into, right? With the whole King and Candy Crush and ABK deal, all that stuff. So acquiring a studio like Ponkel could be good for them in the future. And they could just rely on Vampire Survivors for a while and keep coming out with content for it. I don't know. I don't know if they want to be acquired. It's a small team, right? It's like a handful. Luis Jose says, really interested in the hockey game and the kart racer. Yeah, the 3v3 hockey style game looked pretty cool. It could be fun. That kart racer is a sequel to a kart racer I've never heard of, but it still looked pretty good. So it could be good too. Carters 2 was the name of that one. I did like the tracks. I like the looks of the tracks on that game. But overall, it's another kart racer. It kind of did remind me of a little bit of Crash Bandicoot. But Cassette Beast, I love the art style. I love the music. I love the 80s vibe. And I like turn-based RPGs. So that one is, I have my eye on. It kind of reminds me of Costume Quest a little bit. And then there's a game that came out a few days ago that had beautiful music and really cool art called Cabaret. And they said it's made in Malaysia and it's already been available for a few days. So I don't really know what that game is, maybe we can check out the storefront on it and look at it, and see what is Cabaret. They said it's like a visual novel. So I'm really not sure what it is. Let's see what it's got on Steam. It's on Steam. It is no user reviews on Steam. Okay, so 0 reviews on Steam. Wow. And it's been out for a day. So nobody that has played it has decided to review it, or maybe nobody's played it. I don't know. But it is $20 on Steam. I like the art style and the music of it. I just don't know what the game is. It's not very for me review it. I haven't played it yet. Yeah, take it easy, Talos. Yeah, I have to look and see what Cabaret is. Maybe there's a trailer on actual Xbox. I'm gonna go and shut this off, guys, because maybe is there gonna be another little sizzle reel trailer or something at the end? Okay, maybe let's see what they have to say here.
Let's recap.
For
those who may have missed
I'll go back
to
this for recap.
So some of the stuff that we saw Cassette Beast
Incredible.
From Raw Fury,
Fun.
which is launching April
Oops, wrong
26th on
thing.
PC.
Sorry.
It's coming a little bit later on console, and it is the kind of game where you capture and summon
80s,
creatures,
yeah.
80s vibe, and then you
Music,
can evolve 'em.
pixely, beautiful.
Yeah, Omega Strikers.
It's like the soccer,
3v3
hockey looking
online free-to-play game.
Yeah.
And it's launching April 27th. You can, what was it? Sling slime and toss tofu at your friends.
That's right, tofu.
Yeah.
The Carters 2.
Carters 2.
Kart
If you
racing.
like the Mario Kart Crash tag team racing type vibe. And this adds a lot. I don't want to reduce it to just those games because apparently it adds a bunch of different.
They had a toilet between the chairs.
Super fun.
It does look like a toilet kind of.
Yeah, soon though. Soon.
Porcelain.
Soon. We don't have a date.
Porcelain
soon,
table.
Coming 2023.
Coffee Talk, episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly.
Coffee Talk.
April 20th,
Episode
new
2.
episode. So if you haven't caught up yet, you've got some time to have a drink
And
in
if you want to see
Seattle.
what it's like drinking coffee in Seattle,
It really is like that.
we really do have
actually.
vampires and monsters and elves and stuff. So orcs. So yeah, April. What was that? April 20th. I think that was April 20th. In Game Pass. That one's in Game Pass.
That's right.
Also in Game Pass, Homestead Arcana, launching April 21st.
Witches and cats and farming.
Witches and cats and farming and
Oh my.
pioneering.
Oh my.
And then we have Closer the Distance, which we showed you first gameplay for that one. And that's from the team that made Orwell.
I thought they were gonna do a little video
X-Men is
recap.
beautiful.
Just talking recap.
April 27th.
April 27th. Thank you to
Busy
the
month.
team at Plot, Twist, and Rogue for giving us that exclusive new video.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. And then, of course, we talked to Geo Morgan.
Oh, Geo's
That's-
amazing. And
yeah.
everyone at Ponko, congratulations on Vampire Survivor.
Yeah.
The new Tides of Fuscari comes out April 13th. So very, very, very soon. So keep your eyes out for their updates. And keep your eyes out for our updates.
Yeah.
At ID_Xbox on Twitter if you want to know
Red Monkey
everything
Butt.
about
The last
all the
number
things that are
was
happening here at
28.
Xbox with indie games. It is a very busy
I think
account. There's a lot
had
going
kind of
on,
come
so-
out.
Games.
A lot of games.
I think they're closer to 30 now. They just haven't made another report.
Timber, I hope
We'll
I-
see
I
what
hope I
the
make Timber
next
proud.
report is when they officially announce
Some green
numbers.
hearts
But
and love in the chat
until then, we
for
don't know.
her. I'm so happy to be here, but I'm so sad that she is not here.
And thank you for jumping in. It was awesome to have you.
When they were
To
like
stream in
ID and
person?
Xbox, I was like, I'm in. I'm on my way.
I think 28
thank you everyone
came
for
from
watching.
something to do with the
Our,
ABK thing or
live on
something,
the
some
Xbox channel.
documents.
Make sure
I don't
to
remember.
Follow the channel. There are
Right on
many,
OCD.
lots of
Appreciate that, man.
streams and content here on the regular Monday through Friday, and make sure to check out our Xbox ASL channel where we have live interpreters for all of our streams.
Thought there's a Series S sitting on top of a toilet.
We're going to come in 30 seconds short. We're going to 59 minutes, 19 seconds. We're going to do it. We're under an hour. Thank you again. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
All right. That was that show. All right. Yeah, let's see. I'm just kind of scroll through. Hate how you can't like preview what you're skipping to.
For independent developers,
come on.
We see the chat going.
Indie game.
Yeah, this cassette beast thing is pretty cool. I liked this one.
If you get into any trouble, pop in a monster tape and listen to it to take monster form. You can record and capture new monster forms onto blank tapes with your cassette player.
Yeah, it gives me Costume Quest vibes with that, like copying the outfits or whatever of the enemies. Okay, so there was that, and then the other one I wanted to see, Explorer Tour. Oh, here's some coffee time. Oh, this game was no. I'm sorry. This game did not have my interest whatsoever. It's the Miasma game. Closer the distance.
Like the Space Out of Seattle.
Really, just a super nice game.
Chat is hyped.
All right, where's Explorer Tour?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Explorer Tour. Looks pretty cool. All right, well that's that stream, everybody. I mean, it's overall a fairly short show with a lot of filler of talking, but they had some decent games there. Cassette Beast, it was cool. Explorer Tour was cool. Benedict Fox was cool. Not a lot of the other stuff did anything for me, like the coffee talk, stuff like that. It's like it is what it is. But I want to check out the I want to see if on the Xbox here what that Cabaret game looks like. I'm not gonna buy it, but I don't know if I'm gonna wait. I don't know if I want to waste money on it if I'm not gonna like it. But I'm gonna see what the storefront says for it, because they said it's been out a few days. That had the really good music and art style on there. It's called Cabaret, and maybe it's only been out on PC so far. Okay, no, it's there. It's $20, and recently released 3.4 gigabytes. It's got the trailer. Probably the same trailer. I'm curious if it is the same trailer, though. I want to see. Yeah, it is the same trailer. Same screenshots. I really, you can't really get a vibe for what this game is. Features brew tea and speak to monsters from Southeast Asian folklore. Play traditional Southeast Asian games. Get to know characters inspired by actual myths and folklore from the region. Featuring sounds of Hello Universe and Sambasunda. Indonesia. Okay. That's it. I mean, it says, this is a description. It says Cabaret is a dark fantasy folklore adventure game. The story unfolds through the eyes of a Jabat, a cursed boy who is uprooted from his small town to a mystical, violent, and unforgiving monster realm. Astray and lonely in a place of unfathomable cruelty, Jabat confronts monsters, both supernatural and human, in the Cabaret. It looks interesting. It just like also, I don't know. That music was really good though. What's my rating for? It's hard to rate a show like this because I would say for the kind of show that it is, a C. I mean, there was some cool stuff here. Not like a lot of big new indie hype games or anything like that. And that's not what I would expect from something like this. So, I mean, this was like, they didn't really hype this show up. Like, hey, everybody, make sure you tune in because this is going to be fun. I mean, they just said, hey, check out this indie thing we have tomorrow. You know, like, so I don't really feel like there's a lot to like hype up about this. And I feel like they just had it to showcase these games. They did what they were supposed to do. And they had a couple games that looked pretty nice. So I would say like a C, you know. Pacing could do better, and less filling the gaps with random searching for and fishing for things to talk about. Because it's, I mean, they were doing a good job with it. I'm not trying to criticize the host at all. I think both of them did a good job with that. It's just like we already saw. We saw the trailer. We get what it's about. Like trying to describe that for like 4 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever, it seems like a little long sometimes, right? Shout out to Phasma. What's up to Sousa? Sousa says, "Back indie games. Give me my AAA." I don't know. I feel like I don't mind indie games. I play some indie games. I don't play like, I don't really judge like, hey, I'm gonna enjoy this game because it's indie or not. It's like if it's a good game, it's a good game, right? And some indie games are great. Like I like Dead Cells, stuff like that. I do typically like Metroidvania games. Benedict Fox looks pretty cool. There was some indie games I liked. Inside, and you know, those games obviously, you know, are really good. But I feel like it doesn't matter to me if a game's indie or not, if it's good, right? What do I do with my controller? Here it is. There are some games that like I feel like they could have shown at this, you know, that I don't know, whatever reason they show whatever they show, but Silk Song is a huge indie game that has a lot of hype behind it. Replaced is an indie game that has a lot of hype behind it. Both of those are also coming to Game Pass Day 1. I feel like maybe they held those away from a show like this because they're waiting for those for maybe like the main show at the June showcase, because those have a different level of hype behind them. So there's definitely like more indie stuff than what they just had here. There's an ID at Xbox sale happening right now. I can't speak. Sorry. And they get 60% off on these games. Slime Rancher 2. My daughter loves that game. There's Gang Beasts. Some of these are on Game Pass, as you can see. Among Us is on sale. A lot of stuff I have not played in here whatsoever. Conan Chop. That looks interesting. little brawler type game, Castle Crashers-y almost looking. This Dodgeball Academia game, I remember a lot of people saying they like this game a lot. I think it was Tim Dog, I think, was like obsessed with this game. I don't remember, but there's a lot of people that were really liking this Dodgeball game. It is 40% off right now. So it's just indie stuff, you know, in this sale. There's Inkulinati that just came out in Game Pass not too long ago. It's even on sale. The art style on that game looks pretty sick. Turn-based strategy and medieval manuscripts. That's what it says. Raptor Boyfriend. Okay. I mean, there's some crazy shit out there. Run Sausage Run. I feel like one day, and not today. Oh my God. Was that sausage like Trump? They had a Trump. Was that a Borat sausage? The hell's going on? I feel like one day, not today, I want to go through and install a bunch of like really cheap, like presumably shitty games and stream them and see what we think of them. Maybe we can find some gems. Hades is great. Played Pumpkin Jack and Fashion Police Squad. Conan Chop Chop is great, Tony. Right on. Super Chicken Jumper. I love the names of these. This game's just crazy. The Psycho Duck. Turnip Boy commits tax evasion. You suck at parking. You suck at parking. I've tried to play a little bit of Unichrome. A 1-bit unicorn adventure. Yeah, you never know. Sometimes these games are really fun. Sleeping Guy Deluxe Edition. Deluxe Edition. Yeah, anyway, they got the sale going on right now for indies. And it's just a bunch of like random stuff like that. There's Deer Simulator, Frog's Job, Wobbly Life, Akudo Showdown. I haven't played a lot of those games. Is anybody here play golf games? This is the thing that devs say when they get better exposure on Xbox. Yeah, that's a good point. You're right, because there's not a lot of like heavy marketing or marketing with a lot of these smaller games on PlayStation. Not since the NES. You played Mario Golf once. There's actually 2 golf games. In a world where we have mostly licensed products where there's only like one major league of a game out there, like there's one basketball game, one football game, you know, one this, one that. There's 2 licensed golf games. PGA is the only one doing it right. Because we got 2K Golf and we got EA Golf. I haven't played the EA one, but there is a 10-hour trial. PGA 2K23 is far superior, Tony says. Does Hot Shots count? Sure, Don. Hot Shots counts. I'm going to install the trial for PGA. Because it's been forever since EA's had a golf game, hasn't it? I don't like love golf games, but I have gotten into golf games. I do like sports games in general, though. I've been really into baseball. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a 10-hour trial right now for EA's golf game. EA Sports PGA Tour. Used to be Tiger Woods Golf back in the day. I mean, it just throwing it out there. If you like golf games, you might as well try it, right? Let's see. Well, I mean, overall, everybody, I just wanted to stream that ID at Xbox showcase. We kind of got the feeling for what it is. There was some good stuff there. Not blown away. Didn't expect to be blown away. Overall, I like the show. Highlights again, chat. What was your big highlight from the ID at Xbox show? Like, which game do you feel like you're most likely to play? Is it like Explorator? Is it Cassette Beast? Is it Benedict Fox? For me, it's honestly that Explorator looks really cool. But I'll play Benedict Fox for sure. I mean, just because it's in Game Pass day one, you know, it's gonna have a lot of excitement behind it. In 6 days, we get Ghostwire Tokyo on the 11th. And then 18th, the week after that, we get Minecraft Legends. That Coffee Talk game is on the 20th. Then there's that Homestead Arcana game, which did not look up my alley. Maybe I'll give it a go. That's on the 21st. That's also in Game Pass. And then Redfall is May 2nd. And Exoprimal is set for in July. Those are what's on the coming soon to Game Pass section on Xbox right now. Recently added. Here's a highlight I want everybody to know about. Iron Brigade. This is a Double Fine game that came out in the 360 era. It was a Summer of Arcade type game, Xbox Live Arcade game. And that game fucking rocks. Iron Brigade. I highly recommend it. And it was just added to Game Pass. So I'm actually going to install it. I've played through and beat that whole game. But I might actually install it again. Maybe they updated it or something because they brought it to Game Pass. I don't know. Another game that they just added to Game Pass called Loop Hero. It looks interesting. I don't know what it's all about. Very small download too. It's only 515 megabit. But this looks like something you'd probably even try in the cloud. You know? Another game that was added recently was Infinite Guitars, which looked pretty cool, but there's just so many damn games to play right now. And Ni no Kuni 2, solid game. Obviously Civ 6, Valheim, Guilty Gear. Game Pass has been on fire, I gotta say. But check out Iron Brigade. Iron Brigade is kind of like a defense game, if I remember right. Like you like try and hold down the fort by destroying a bunch of shit with your mech. I can't remember 100% exactly how it goes because this game came out in 2010, 13 years ago, right? But I remember loving it. You know what? I'm gonna go. That's only 2 gigabytes. I'm gonna install it now. Ooh, Rise of the Martian Bear DLC. I never played the DLC. Yeah, I remember the interesting thing with Iron Brigade. I think it originally launched. It had like 2 names. They had to change the name. Tony Grass says Infinite Guitars is convoluted, but has a ton of potential. Right on. OCD, you're going to play Hi-Fi Rush tonight? Right on. Yeah, I'm going to... this Iron Brigade came out when Double Fine kept coming out with like a new like arcade style game like every couple years, right? Or every year it seemed like. But I forget what the original name was. If that was the original name, now that they got it back. Yeah, it was called Trenched. When it originally came out, it was called Trenched. And I think they had to change the name. So when I originally bought it, it was called Trenched. Iron Brigade, formerly titled Trenched, is a 2011 video game developed by Double Fine. Published by Microsoft Studios. Talk about organic. As a downloadable Xbox Live Arcade title on the 360. It's a hybrid tower defense and third-person shooter. Yeah, that's kind of what I remembered. Yeah, it's a solid game. Almost done. Why the name change? I'm guessing licensing issues, but I have no idea. That's the only thing I could think of, is if somebody was like cease and desist or something. I mean, that's the only reason you would change the name, right? After it released. I wonder if my old save file is still there. Well, let me change headsets real quick, guys. All right. I have one friend online. Pong Soul's playing Iron Brigade right now. Do you see that? He can't hide from us.
The enemy crushed my legs, but he couldn't crush my spirit.
This is on Game Pass. Yeah, they just added it to Game Pass.
My country. I met Farnsworth in the Radio Corps of the Pacific. Didn't talk much. We just listened to enemy broadcasts, hoping to hear a code, a signal, anything. What we heard, no one was prepared for. Where it came from, nobody knew. Farnsworth and I were the only survivors. But after the broadcast, we were not the same. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, or in our case, smarter. Suddenly, I could create miraculous machines to help the war's wounded walk again. And suddenly, I was the toast of the town.
I wonder if my save file would have been in the cloud, or if it would have been native on that Xbox I used back.
From the safety of your own bed, take it all in.
What, are your legs broken? On your feet, soldier.
Yeah, this game is fun, guys. If you're looking for, if you like tower defense games and stuff, or like,
you'll get used to the smell.
All right, let's pick Claude Stanley.
Well, we didn't recruit you for your looks. Let's get you ready for action. Son, you are standing in the greatest invention that military science has ever devised for keeping a soldier safe on the battlefield. The trench. The only way to get hurt in a trench is to get out of the trench. So we've made some small modifications to eliminate that need. Mechanical legs, fresh water supply, full bar, latrine, cigar humidor, first aid kit, etc., etc. Let me show you how it works. You can start by looking up at the sky. Nicely done. We've got intel the tubes will be attacking our coastal ammo depot. Now let's get that training bucket in motion.
Yeah.
Great. We'll be marking key assets for you to defend with these green flares. You can monitor the integrity of the ammo depot with this meter. Make sure you defend those assets with your life.
Got it.
Let's try some target practice. Now take aim. Nice shooting, Marine. Destroying tubes will gain you experience. As you gain experience, you'll be promoted to higher ranks. Higher ranks authorize use of better trench equipment. Your guns will automatically reload when you empty them, but you can manually reload them too. Nice work. Don't worry about ammo. We've got more than enough bullets for those two bastards.
Let's go.
Our intel was right. Here they come, soldier.
All right.
Is this your plan, Frank Woodruff? To send another innocent man to die in your place? When you could join me today and end all this bloodshed? Well, I too have
It's a mech style game where you're like kind of holding down the fort,
to spread the broadcast.
trying to. It's tower defense style. I'm remembering this now.
Directed fire
Yeah.
on those resistors. We're expecting more waves of tubes. We'll be marking their conduits.
Yeah, you get like
for
new
detected tube
weapons
presence.
and all that kind of stuff.
Farnsworth can send his monovisions through multiple conduits at once. Stay vigilant.
Bye, bitches. Uh-oh.
That's the ticket. Your mobile trench can take a beating, but eventually it'll give out. Check your gauge and be careful.
Still so good.
It appears I may have underestimated your new trench money.
Yeah, this was like an arcade game from them back in the day. They made lots of them. They made like Costume Quest 2. They made this game. They had the like a couple of those story-based type games.
Park off in the distance and attack their target. Get out there and take them down. It's a good idea to reload your weapon between waves.
Project Mara, I think that's a code name.
Good job, Marine. We're picking up a massive tube broadcast. You won't be able to handle this one alone. We're coming for you.
No. Morning, Perrin.
We got him, Marine.
I don't know, Rick. It kind of feels like it. Ooh, see, we got the sniper cannon. Yeah, none of my progress or anything is... From what I remember, you can kind of customize it too and stuff. It's been so long, guys.
Sir, Private Stanley reporting for duty.
I didn't know the Brits were in this area.
Ah, yes. Funny story there.
He's an iron lung.
No time for chit-chat, soldier. A situation has developed. We've finally located the source of the broadcast. That's the good news. The bad news is, we're going to have to fight through one unholy nightmare after another to get there. So let's get started. Thanks to your earlier efforts, the ammo depot is safe. We have to get you back out on that beach.
Yeah, I don't have that 360 no more.
Speak of a new
I have a different one now.
One that's hell-bent on destruction. Don't let them... Thanks to your earlier efforts, the ammo depot is safe. We have to get you back out on that beach. Reports from... This is your trench bay, Marine.
There we go.
Customize your trench here between missions. I'll recommend gear for each mission based on our best intel, and also my gut, which is infallible as far as you're concerned. You're free to ignore my gut, but I don't recommend it. Oh, it's talking right now. Can you hear it? It just said you'll want to equip that new sniper cannon on this next mission. Each weapon occupies a specific number of slots on your trench. For example, sniper cannons take up 2 slots. It'll replace both machine guns on either side of your trench. Now you're ready to launch the mission. Feel free to deploy when you're ready.
Okay.
Now you're ready to launch the mission. Feel free to deploy when you're ready.
What was it?
Erupted just off the coastline. You'll need to protect
is Project Mara a code name or is that the game's actual name? I think it's a code name, but I don't know for sure. The game
You're not going to be able to
was only kind of teased ever before. Like it really wasn't like shown off a lot. So I think they'll have an actual name, but who knows?
For turrets. Let's get a shotgun turret down on the forward emplacement base to deter incoming tubes. Shotgun turret inbound to your location. Each emplacement occupies a section of the battlefield. Keep the boundaries in mind when placing them.
Playing full auto still?
When you kill tubes, they drop scrap. Collect the scrap, and we can use that energy to launch helpful emplacements for you.
All right.
Your trench is equipped with a powerful magnet that you can activate to help collect scrap. Nicely done.
Get on my scrap. Get on my scrap. Let's go.
You'll need to watch our flank, too. Get a turret down on the second emplacement base to guard the other side of the ship.
I don't have enough. Okay, we do have enough.
Great.
Die! My scrap. Oh yeah. Gotta reload.
Tubes are getting stronger. Let's use some scrap energy to increase an emplacement's efficiency.
All right. Let's do it. Stand near and upgrade.
Good job. Now we're ready.
Let's go. They should remaster this. Yeah. I would like them to remaster all their like old school arcade games. They're so good. Just make a new one. I would be down if they made an Iron Brigade 2, like as a fun, shorter project, you know?
Woodruff, I must admit your tin man
Nah, it's not cell shading.
Angry, so I have created a blitzer to deliver my displeasure directly to your troops. Can you see how brightly it glows?
Skip.
Red with rage, Frank.
Hey, baby. I'm checking out Iron Brigade, a game I used to play back in the day.
This one's coming after you. Don't let it get close. One of them blows up in your face, it could take your whole trench out of commission. Negative. No clear target area.
Upgrade this one over here.
Welcome to the party, gents. Who's shooting at me? This one's for you, Tube.
Let's go.
The eggheads in the lab have been cooking up a new emplacement. The dampening generator. It scrambles the tube circuitry and makes them slower than trench discharge fluid in January. Use it near your shotgun turrets to slow enemies down in front of them.
All right.
Good job, Marine.
I found the perfect spot for a dampening generator.
I found the perfect spot for a dampening generator.
Set.
Oh my goodness.
They're gone for now.
You think you're going to shoot a British officer, do you, Tommy? This one's for you, Tube. Who's shooting at me?
Let's go.
You can get a closer look at your enemies if you squint your eyes just right.
Oh, I forgot you can zoom. Yeah.
Well, I suppose there's never a great time for a blitzer attack. Here's something else for you, Tubes.
The thing about this game is it plays so well.
Who's shooting at me?
Like the controls are great.
Nice work, Marine.
Here we go. Fresh tubes over there. Ah! Ha ha ha! great opportunity to collect some scrap.
Get all that scrap.
I was wrong, Frank. Wrong to attack your men. Or your
Well, that's kind of what this game's about. The challenges get increasingly harder. You get more and more weapons, all that kind of stuff.
I need to sink that ship once and for all. And I have just the thing to do it. His name alone is too technical for you to comprehend. Why don't you just call him Big Willie?
Good God! It's a monster! Give him everything you've got, man! Don't let him near the ship!
Oh shit, I gotta get back.
I found the
Loot box. Oh, the invention of loot boxes.
This ship is set to sail. Come on aboard, Marine.
You'd like to see Xbox have another all-for-one music video? I swear. All right, that's basically it. That's Iron Brigade. I just wanted to show that to you guys because they just hit Game Pass. Old school, Double Fine game from the 360 era. A little gem. A little gem. But anyway, everybody, thanks for hanging out tonight. I appreciate you as always. If you do like the content here, hit the like button, share, and subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow, Pong Soul and I will be having PM in the PM at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We'll discuss maybe some of the games we saw at this ID at Xbox today. We'll talk definitely. Oof, I told you guys I was going to talk a little bit about the PlayStation Portable thing. It better be cheap. I'll just say that. All I'm going to say is it better not be expensive. But we'll talk more about it tomorrow on PM in the PM. And then Friday, we got Xbox Ultimate at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Remember, everybody, we do have new merch in the shop. If you want to check it out, Kate redid everything in there. And they got some cool stuff. So check that out if you're interested. And other than that, have a good one, everybody. Peace out. And stay tuned for more here on the channel coming the next few days. Peace out. Bye. Later.